Zanny Bush, who's I do with brand new bag? College good, good look. Now laugh. I'm still alive, yeah. Money will make you mad. Hey. We're gonna wait for a couple people to hop inside. Just a little bit of people. Just a little bit of people. I'm not really. I didn't really plan to go live today, but I haven't done one in a fat minute, so I'm right here. What is up, the goats? Aries, we did not trade Stills. Adonis. Adonis said, "Back to what? Losing? No, sir. No, sir. What is up, Mr. Chubbs? What's up, bro? What's up, Vaughn? What is going on? Shannon, King T, Will, Carlos, Aries, Tyler. What's going on, boys and ladies? Hope you guys are having a blessed. What day is it? Saturday. Um, Hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I myself have had an amazing one as well. Was with the family. Aaron Jackson, what is up? Trey Little, what's up? Mark Rubio, what's the deal? Hey, we just hopped on 31 people in. I've been gone for a minute, boys. Um, do you think we trade David Johnson to the Jets? I don't think so. I think David Johnson is going to be cut. David Johnson is not a good running back. He doesn't deserve to be on this Houston Texans team. My boy Muhammad said hello. Big shout out to Muhammad. I was coaching flag football, and Muhammad was actually my number one wide receiver. I actually had the game winning touchdown in the championship. So everybody dropped some W's in the chant for Muhammad because what he was doing was absolutely crazy. We used to have this fake reverse called lightning, where the wide receiver will come in motion, drop it back off to the running back, and then throw it for a deep pass. Muhammad was always there for it. Drop a W for him. Um, Shout out to Neil. Also, Neil was also on the team as well. Chubb said, "Ruben, do you? I made varsity my first year. Oh, that's fantastic." TTTV said, "Get Bell next season. I wouldn't mind that." Like I said, hope you guys are having a very good Saturday going on. Tyler as Tyler as Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. I think Jake Paul is going to win that, just because he has more experience than what Nate Robinson does. I am actually watching the Tyson, the Mike Tyson fight tonight at the crib. We're gonna have like a little party for it. That fight's gonna be okay. Mark Rubio said, maybe we shouldn't give up on David Johnson just yet. I think you absolutely should. David Johnson has been a complete and utter disappointment. I was so wrong on David Johnson. I thought he was going to come in and make the great impact on the team. I mean, the first game, he had 74 rushing yards and a 19-yard touchdown towards the outside against Kansas City Chiefs. And ever since then, he's just been horrible. I mean, also, his blocking hasn't helped in all as well. But David Johnson hasn't been what he's advertised to be. David Johnson is absolute trash. He is trash. Um, I think Deshaun Watson takes on the win streak. I'm gonna get into Deshaun Watson later. I might go like on a little rant about that. Carlos said, "I hope the Lions don't hire Joe Brady." I hope we hire Joe Brady. My boy Neil, the Archer, says, "Do you think the Bucks will turn it around this year?" I don't know, man. Brady is definitely showing his age. And here's the thing that a lot of people don't know about aging quarterbacks, right? When they are losing their arm, you don't see a lot of them. You don't see them underthrowing the ball. When a quarterback is losing his arm, he starts to overthrow people. He's trying to put a little more muscle on the ball. You saw that with Eli Manning in this last year. You're seeing that now with Tom Brady. You're seeing that now with Philip Rivers. Their arm is going away. The thing about Brady is that his head coach doesn't suit him. Bruce Arians loves to go deep. He loves to just sling that rock. So you're gonna have to live with the interceptions, but I think the Bucks could definitely turn it around. Deshaun Watson is the leader right now in past years. Yes, Deshaun Watson is fantastic. Thoughts on Will Fuller, his contract and his contract expiring? I think Will Fuller did exactly what we thought he was going to be going number one wide receiver. They are currently, actually, I'm not allowed to say that, but I hope that the Houston Texans do sign him. I know he wants to come back to Houston with Deshaun. You know, we heard that after the trade deadline that Deshaun said if they would have traded Will Fuller, then it would have been hell to pay. So hopefully, Will Fuller is back, but he's just a freaking beast, man. Neil Jabari said, "What's going down? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a great Saturday." Neil Patel says, how long till Watson wins MVP? I think he should win it this season. And before everybody starts saying the record, look at what he's doing. He doesn't have a running game. He had to deal with Bill Bryan, who is probably a horrible head coach, one of the worst head coaches in the NFL, in my opinion, because look how amazing the offense is doing without him. The offensive line has been suspect at best, and yet he's putting up numbers. The reason why we have 4 games is because of Deshaun Watson. Now we finally see that when he has help on the defensive side of the game, on the defense side of the ball, the Houston Texans could win. We saw that against the Patriots. Nobody thought we were going to win that game, and we won. Against the Lions, everybody knew the Houston Texans were going to beat them, but they didn't know we were going to put it on them like that. 40-something points, almost 50. This Houston Texans team just became entertaining. And here's why I say that. So say they manage to go off and win the next 5 games. Say they manage to become a 9-7 team. Now you just became one of the hottest teams for a coach to come in. And then you trade J.J. Watt in the offseason because J.J. Watt is getting traded. I think we all know that right now for a first-round pick. And now this team becomes interesting. Akins dropped 2 touchdowns. Yes, I agree. I mean, he should have had 5. He should have had 6 touchdowns. So here's my thing on Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun Watson, and this is going to be complete biased. I think Deshaun Watson is a top 2 NFL quarterback in the NFL. To do something inside Deshaun Watson has awakened. Whatever it is, he was not playing like a $30 million QB weeks 1 to 4. Everybody was like, what's going on with Deshaun Watson? I called out Deshaun Watson. Something has clicked in him that now he is an MVP type quarterback. Look at what he did to the Patriots, carved them up. Look at what he did to the Titans, carved it up, almost put up 50 points. Look at what he did to the Lions, absolutely carved them up. And granted, without a run game, without your head coach who is a QB guru, your offensive coordinator is somebody who was a Titans coach last year, and you're one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL statistically wise. Deshaun Watson is one of the best QBs in the NFL. I think it's him and Patrick. I think Patrick's one, Deshaun Watson is 2 for right now. Do you think the Texans have a chance to get in Dalvin Cook next year? Definitely not. I think Dalvin Cook's going to stay exactly where he's at. The thing about running backs, Henry, is that running backs are not hard to find. I mean, you saw that running back today who went for 409 yards and 8 touchdowns. So running backs are not hard to find. Muhammad said, do you have any free agency targets this offseason? It's going to be all on defense. Leonard Williams, Matt Judon. I think the offense, whoever the head coach is gonna be a good offense, but the defense needs to get better. So if you get a Matt Judon, a Leonard Williams, you try to get Yannick Ngakoue, just beef up this defense, and you're gonna see what the Houston Texans could do. J.J. Watt deserves a ring, and it's better for him to go. Yeah, I mean, trade him. You're gonna get a first-round pick with the way he is playing. Thoughts on cutting Kenny because he's injured? He wasn't injured. He just wasn't playing. He just, it sucks because we had high expectations. Why would we let J.J. Watt help another? And what I think he means by that is, why would he help another team? Because J.J. Watt is not the future of the Houston Texans anymore. I think we all know that. We all know that in the next 5 years, J.J. Watt isn't going to be in the NFL. He had his time. He was the man in Houston. He was the man in the NFL. Everybody knew who J.J. Watt was. But the time has passed. It is now Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is your franchise for the next 8-10 years. And not only that, J.J. Watt's value is still high enough that he could get you a first-round pick. Look at what he's done the past 2 games. He bats 4 balls. He takes ones to the house. Like, J.J. Watt has been playing phenomenal, and you should trade him. If the Houston Texans don't trade him, I would be mad. Chubb says, what's with the earring? Actually got 2 of them. Sure, right here. Yeah, I decided to get my earpiece a couple weeks back. Neil has a very good question. Do you think Lamar Jackson is overrated, or does he need better receivers? Here's the thing on that. As my dog just howls. I think Lamar Jackson is a good QB, but I think the NFL will adjust to Lamar Jackson. Let me close my door real quick. Give me one moment. I'm sorry. Drop an L for Odie, who was messing up this stream. Hey, bro. Hey. Shut up. My bad. My fault. But here's the thing on Lamar Jackson. The NFL is going to adjust to him. And what I mean by that is he's one of the fastest players in the NFL. And everybody around him is going to get faster. Defenses will have to draft in order to stop Lamar Jackson if Lamar Jackson continues to go off. His lack of talent doesn't. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a very good quarterback. I think if Texas sit here and say he's a damn good quarterback. Lamar's tricky, man. He can't really come from behind. I think he's won one game coming from behind. But he's special. I think what they're doing in Baltimore is good. He's a very hard person to say if is he overrated or does he need better talent, because we haven't really seen a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. I'm sorry, my stream is a little laggy. Give me a couple seconds. I see that I have yellow bars right here. My fault. Let's go ahead and check the stream, see what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. I think the stream is back. 48 people. D guys, drop a W in the chat. Let's see. Where's my best friend Cody? Let me actually invite Cody. Okay. So we're all good. Lamar should be a running back. Absolutely not, dude. Lamar Jackson is a damn good quarterback. Let's not act like he's just trash. Do you think Texans and Jaguars should trade running back David Johnson to the Jaguars and James Robinson to the Texans? They're not going to do that. David Johnson is not a good running back, guys. I hope y'all know that. I definitely hyped him up. What? Jerry, I don't know how to say your last name, big dog. I'm sorry. Big time love for you, 713 from Germany. 3:35 p.m. out here. Shout out to you from Germany, man. That's awesome. Hope you're having a great day. Which running back you want next season, Bale or Fournette? I think I would love Leonard Fournette. I'm not sure about you guys. I would love a Leonard Fournette. King George has a good take. Michael Vick equals Lamar Jackson. I think Vick was a better thrower. It kind of sucks letting Stills go because Cobb should have been released because Stills can do. That's the thing, man. That's the thing I don't understand is that the players we have now can do what Cobb is doing, and somebody had this tweet. I'm not sure who it was, so forgive me if it sounds like I'm stealing your stuff. It said Kiki Kuti can do what Randall Cobb could do, and Kenny Stills can do what. I'm sorry, and Kenny Stills could do what Brandon Cooks can do. So why are you paying them so much money? I mean, that's just Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien had a horrible way of negotiating monies. I don't think Watt will be traded. I just don't have a feeling. I just don't have a good feeling. He's going to get traded, man. He wants to get traded somewhere he could win. Sub Rudy. Do you think looking good? Yeah. If we get a first round, what type of player should we draft? Defensive player. Do you think the Texans will win a Super Bowl in the next 5 years? It just depends on the coach. Here's a running back I would have won, Nick Chubb. I don't think the Browns are getting rid of Nick Chubb. Should we sign Bell? I wouldn't. We should trade for Kareem Hunt. I would. Definitely would. Should the Texans trade for James Harden? Yes. PJ Hall should be cut. PJ Hall is out for the season with a pectoral muscle. Here's a good question. Who is your preferred head coach? Now, the obvious answer for everybody is Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy, look at what he's doing in KC. And I was on Eric Bieniemy, don't get me wrong, but all before that, he has not done nothing in the offense side. He is a running back type of coach. He coached running backs at Virginia Tech, with the Giants, this is his first time as an offensive coordinator, and look at who he has. He has Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, if not the best quarterbacks, one of the best, if not the best tight ends in the NFL, and Travis Kelce, a top 15 wide receiver in Tyreek Hill, a very good rookie running back. All that stuff he has to play with, and he's coaching alongside one of the greatest head coaches offensive play calling wise in the NFL, and Andy Reid. So the question is how much of it is Andy Reid? How much of it is Eric Bieniemy? What we do know is a lot of people are very high on Eric Bieniemy. We do know that last year he interviewed for 9 teams and nobody offered him a job. So the question is why didn't the other 9 NFL teams offer Bieniemy a job if he just won a Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs? That right there is scary too. Not scary, but alarming. Because he was a hot coaching candidate last year, I believe so. Well, he was a name thrown out there. Who I want, Muhammad, is Joe Brady, head offensive coordinator from the Carolina Panthers. What he is doing with the Carolina Panthers is absolutely insane. He is now, they don't have a winning record, but they're putting up points. You know, he has Teddy Bridgewater playing like a top 15 quarterback. He has Robbie Anderson, who was misused by the Jets his whole career, is now on pace for 1,000+ yards. No tight end. They lost Greg Olsen in the offseason. No Christian McCaffrey. And yet this offense is putting up points. They just won a game with P.J. Walker and put up 30-something points. Can you imagine what Joe Brady could do with Deshaun Watson? And you're saying if Eric Bieniemy didn't have any experience, well, what experience does Joe Brady have? Joe Brady was the offensive coordinator for LSU. One of the reasons why Joe Burrow goes from throwing 6 touchdowns one year and 50-something the other is because of Joe Brady. I think Joe Brady is the head coach. I think Joe Brady is the head coach for the Houston Texans. He's not someone popular. A lot of people are not really talking about. I'm sorry, he was a running backs coach in Colorado. I just don't see. A. Hold on. I'm sorry. This comment. Somebody said we need Eric Reid. Eric Reid isn't good. Why Joe Brady has no experience against the Lions? What I think he means by that is, he's not on. His team's not winning, but the offense is looking fantastic. I think he's a dark horse. I think whatever team gets Joe Brady is going to be a fantastic team because the way the offense is. Like, if you guys really pay attention to the Carolina Panthers offense, you're going to see things that are just going to absolutely shock you. Now, here's the thing. The Lions can get Eric Bieniemy. They can get Joe Brady. Whoever gets Joe Brady, I think is going to be a steal. I hope the Texans really do get Joe Brady, man. I really do. I think he's a young head coach. I think he's 30 years old. You know, you need somebody who's going to relate to Deshaun Watson. And I love Eric Bieniemy. Don't get me wrong. If he becomes a Houston Texans head coach, I'm super excited. But is he going to relate to Deshaun Watson age-wise? I don't think so. I think Joe Brady's going to bring in a young flavor. He's going to bring in, he just got out of college. He is going to be somebody that, that is going to excite the Houston Texans. And Bieniemy will too. Don't get me wrong. But if you're asking me, I think it's Joe Brady. What is going to happen with B-Mac? I think B-Mac is going to be gone. I highly do think so. How was your Thanksgiving? My Thanksgiving was absolutely fantastic. Got with my wife's family, got with my family. We threw back a couple brewskis, watched a couple movies, ate some turkey, ate some ham, macaroni, all that good stuff. How was your Thanksgiving, bro? Texans and Panthers looks better than the records. I absolutely agree. When you lose Christian McCaffrey, you're thinking your season is over. Gridiron Tech ever said, no, bro, who's going to be DC for Joe Brady? Who's going to be DC for Eric Bieniemy? If that's what you're trying to say, You know, it's not hard to find a defensive coordinator. It's hard to find a head coach. Defensive coordinators come and go in the NFL. Great head coaches are hard to find. And I think Joe Brady is a head coach that could just elevate your game. Now, if this was vice versa, and Joe Brady is on the page, I'm sorry, if Joe Brady is on the Chiefs and Eric Bieniemy is on the Panthers with the weapons he has, I'm saying you go get Eric Bieniemy. Because if anybody that can make that Carolina Panthers offense successful deserves to get a shot as a head coach. Can you say Jair Alexander is in the top corner in the NFL? I think he's pretty good, man. Didn't Bieniemy and Watson have some background together? I'm not sure. Sup, bro? Love the show. Thank you guys for love it. 67 people deep. Hope you guys are having a blessed. Kelly and Weaver staying? Absolutely not. I think we're going to clean house. I want Joe Brady as much as you do, but I don't see it happening. I mean, I don't see it happening either. I think that he's not looked enough yet to, he's not being looked enough right now as a head coaching candidate. I think he absolutely should. I think the Texans should really take a good, extensive look at Joe Brady. Look at what he did with it at LSU. Look at what he's doing with the lack of resources he has now, that he's winning with the freaking XFL quarterback. Come on now. The writing's on the wall. Matt Patricia for DC because he was a good New England. I don't want any New England Patriots. And there's a chance. Is there a chance the Texans can bring Kareem Hunt or David Johnson gets cut next year? David Johnson's going to get cut. I'm not sure about Kareem Hunt. If they did get Kareem Hunt, super excited. Super excited. There's no way you're not excited for Kareem Hunt. Somebody said, "I love you, bro." No homo. Okay, love you too. You think the Texans? Who should get Nathaniel Salinas? It's not bad. That's why people want Bieniemy over everyone. Like I said, if you get if Watson was Bieniemy, then here's my whole thing on that. I do like that Watson is going to have a say in head coach. I do hope they play this in a smart way. Here's what I mean by that. I don't want them to go, Deshaun Watson, whoever you want, we're going to hire him. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I think the Texans go, we have three choices for head coaches. We have Bieniemy, we have Brady, we have Saleh. Which one would you like? And we'll discuss it. And if we think it's a good fit, boom, next head coach. If we don't think, we're going to go with somebody else. I think he should have a say in the head coach. I don't think he should have 100% of the say, if that makes complete sense. Don't sleep on Duke. Duke is being good. We need to talk about this some more one-on-one. I'm down, bro. Just hit me up. I'm just busy though with work. We can get Le'Veon Bell. I don't know, man. I'm not too high on Le'Veon. Shady Guy Game say Bieniemy and Tim Kelly. Now, here's the thing. If you're going to keep Tim Kelly, I'm fine with that. But he needs to stay as an offensive coordinator. If you're going to keep Tim Kelly, then you're going to have to go get somebody who's on the defensive side, which is Eberflus, who's with the Colts, or a Robert Saleh, because the offense is looking good right now with Tim Kelly. Is Will Fuller going to be a future Hall of Famer? That's going to be hard, man. I mean, he needs 10, 15. He needs 6 more seasons like the way he has right now. Goat says stop. What did I say? Stop. Who's spamming? Have you seen plays like Sunday meeting college that slide a 5'9"? I have to check him out, bro. My boy Neil. Shout out to the Archer. Should Romeo stay as DC after next? No, Romeo should be absolutely gone. Actually, everybody who's in the chat, there's 69 of you guys. I need you to drop in the chats, say at Neil, Neil, bring Ruben his trophy. Because I want first place as a head coach. I want that trophy. Anybody who is a fan of the 713 Houston Sports, you tell Neil to bring me my trophy. Because I want my trophy. I deserve that trophy. Texans defense just needs to step it up. Absolutely. I think they need to step it up. Mozito, bring Ruben his trophy. First one on the board. Yes. Let him know. I want my trophy, Neil. I want my trophy. If they can pull the strings to fire Easterby and acquire Joe Brady, get Kareem Super Bowl for sure. Here's the thing about Easterby. Easterby is the little snake in the grass that you have. I'm not sure if you guys pay attention to UFC, but there was a situation where there was a man named Uriah Faber and a guy named TJ Dillashaw. Now, TJ Dillashaw would train in two different camps. Two different camps. And it was a situation where he takes Faber's coach, he takes his gym. And I think that's just kind of what happened with Easterby. Easterby is controlling things there, and it scares me if you're a Houston Texans fan. Because he's going to bring somebody that's going to keep his job stable. If I'm Easterby, that's what I'm doing. If I know this person's going to come in and not fire me, even if he's not the better fit, I'm going to hire him because I want to make sure my job is secured. But if you get rid of Easterby, which is what you should, then the future is much more brighter for the Houston Texans. Then the future is much more brighter. If Easterby is here, I'm not having much faith. He said trade David Johnson for Frank Gore. Absolutely wouldn't. Guys, Neil said that we don't even have a trophy. Everybody, he is lying. He is lying. Keep on smashing that. What about Conley? Conley has nerve damage at the moment in his knee. I don't know if he's going to come back. The Texans fans say Zach Cunningham is number 2 in tags. I think he's number 1, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't think anyone wants David Johnson. I wouldn't. Why would you? Not a good running back in the NFL. The offense has looked better with him. Everybody, shout out. Where's he at? Duke is sore 101. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the share button. We have 2,000 subs, man. So we should trade David Johnson and a second for DeAndre Hopkins. I would love that. Bring the trophy. Less our chances to get. I mean, like I said, if Duke David, I see Harbaugh going to Detroit though. Do you think the Texans should sell the team? I think so. I think they should sell it to me. I'm broke though. I'm actually broke. No, not really, but I would love to own the Houston Texans. Why is everybody high on Saleh, Robert Saleh? He's just somebody who motivates you, man. He is somebody that's gonna that really does delegate his power, and somebody that people are gonna want to play for. I would play for Robert Saleh. He's just a young guy, man. Chubb said, dude, the channel is only getting bigger. I remember we had only 15 people to stream earlier this year. Keep going, 713 to 1 mil. If I get to 1 mil, if I ever get to 1 mil, I'm going to have a party and everybody is invited. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. Thoughts on Lincoln Riley as a head coach? I mean, Oklahoma's not doing good at the moment, but I wouldn't mind. I would like a fresh face. We need a fresh face, man. Henry, I see your comment. What do you think that because you've been answering asking a lot of great questions today. Can you please ask that one more time, because I really want to get to that question, Henry. Was cutting Kenny a good thing? I think so. I mean, for right now, yes, because the Houston Tech, I mean, we didn't need Kenny Stills this year. I mean, we just don't need him at the moment. Didn't really get out there. We expected a lot of big things from Kenny Stills this season. Didn't really live up. Much of that is Bill O'Brien. Just much of that is he just probably wasn't. When he was on the field, Watson just wouldn't go to him for whatever reason. Where is Cody? Cody's getting beat up by his girlfriend at the moment. Do you think the Texans should look at him at Patricia? Absolutely not. I see. He said, who do you want as Texas coach? I already said Joe Brady. I think Joe Brady is going to be a fantastic Mr. Sinister. So we need to blow up on YouTube so we can set you up a man cave. I actually like that. I actually want a man cave because right now, like, I moved into an apartment. I need a man cave. I would love a man cave. He said, I live in Houston. If you get to 1 million, let me know so I can go to the party. I throw parties every weekend, dude. Like, if y'all here's the thing. for you, just 76 people watching. If you guys ever want to hang out, just hit me up on Twitter. Be like, hey, bro, are you free this weekend? There's a good chance I'm throwing a party. We have fun. We watch the fights. We, drink a couple brewskis. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just hit me up, man. And we'll make something happen. Just don't be weird, man. Don't be like that kid who comes over and just starts throwing up everywhere. That happened last week. What do you think of Eric Murray? And I really think Nate Salinas can be a good replacement. Eric Murray's garbage. Do you think Deshaun Watson and Will be the best teammates in the team next year in 2021? I think they already are. I think Will Fuller. Here's the thing. I think in a way, Bill O'Brien was right. In a way, Bill O'Brien was right. That Deshaun Watson was going to get better without DeAndre Hopkins. And in a way, it came true. He just couldn't get the production under himself. Do you think the Texans re-sign Fuller? I think they will. Let's trade for Zeke. Absolutely not, especially with that tattoo that's just feeding me over his belly button. It's like a tramp stamp, dude. Ruben, did you see? I did see him getting benched. I absolutely loved it. Colton said, "How does it feel getting rolled by Cleveland?" We did not get rolled by Cleveland. That's one thing for sure. If the Houston Texans offense was on that day, Mr. Colton Reeves, y'all just would have got smashed. The Houston Texans kept y'all in track pretty much the whole game. We just couldn't score. I mean, y'all did win. Shout out to the Browns for winning. But if we played again and the Houston Texans offense is playing like it is now, there's no way you guys are gonna win. We can't run the ball, draft the guard, draft the defensive lineman, and find a running back in free agency. Well, if that's the case, then I don't mind that, Jose Benito. I think if you're gonna go and draft, dude, like you gotta go defense the whole way, man. The whole way you gotta go to. How do you feel about the future of the Texans next year? It just really depends on how these next couple games go out because the Houston Texans are playing good football at the moment. I've been saying all season that they have not played a full 4 quarters of football, and yet that's what they have done the past 2 games. They beat the Patriots, they beat the Lions, 2 teams who are not really successful but have some wins under them. So I'm not really tripping about that. If they go win these next 5 games, even if they lose them or they win, if there's games, high-scoring games, battles, then I'm gonna feel good because we've seen situations where teams are good, then they suck, and then they get a head coach and they become good again. I mean, that happened to us. Remember, we went 2-14. We get O'Brien, we go 9-7. I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but I'm saying stuff like that could happen. If you look at what happened to the Broncos with John Fox, they fired John Fox after reaching the Super Bowl. Kubiak comes in, gets hired, boom, Super Bowl winning coach. Tony Dungy with the Buccaneers, who made deep playoff runs, couldn't just get it done. He gets fired. Boom. Next year, John Gruden comes in, Super Bowl for the Bucs. Now, I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but what I am saying is that when you have players like Deshaun Watson, Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks, and defensive players who are playing much better, like Zach Cunningham is, and Justin Reed is, it's going to be very hard for the team to be trash again next year. I think when we go in with the new mindset of, we're going to get out of the Patriot way, get that away from me. Nothing Patriots, none of that. It didn't work in Houston. It didn't work in New England. It didn't work with Kansas City when Romeo Crennel was the head coach there. The New England Patriots way is not going to work unless you have a Bill Belichick and a Tom Brady. It's not working for the New England Patriots now. Get that out of your mind. That's not the way you build a team. The Houston Texans need their own identity. Do you guys remember the Bulls on Parade? Do you guys remember the Connor Barvins of the world, the Sean Codys, the DeMeco Ryans, the Glover Quinns? This Houston Texans team was not scared. This Houston Texans team had an identity of being one of the fiercest defenses in the NFL. And we've lost that. Mike Vrabel said, tighten up. What do you think about Terrell Adams? Tyler, question of the day. Guys, we are 104 people in. Shout out to everybody. I drop a W in the chat. Terrell Adams, I think, is going to replace Bernard McKinney. I love Terrell Adams. I think what he's doing is absolutely fantastic. I think what he's doing is phenomenal. He has 17 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and I think he had a sack. Dude is balling. I just don't understand how Phillip Games. Don't even get me started on Phillip Games. Dookie Sword, Joseph Lopez says, bro, I run a 5'1", 40-yard dash. Put me in the slot and let me eat. Let's see it. Dookie Source says Garrett Jones for GM. And here's what I think about Garrett Jones. I think it's noble that somebody's going to put himself out there, invite all the criticism, invite everything that is like, well, talk all the smack you want about me. I know what I want to do. And he's put out a plan to help the Texans. But the thing that has me worried is, and this is a question that I've asked him too, is why do you deserve this job over Ed Dodds? Why do you deserve this job over somebody who from the Bills or somebody from the Seahawks who is putting in work at the GM position? I just don't know. I mean, being a GM is a lot more different than, hey, like I want to be the GM. But what's after that? It's contracts, it's salaries, it's much more things that we can even fathom. Get Tunsil help. Tunsil's a beast. I know you are a Texas fan, but do you think the Packers should pick up Kenny Stills? Absolutely would. I mean, I think they talked about it or he commented. Neil said, should the Texans bring Clowney this offseason? Here's the thing about Clowney, man. Clowney did have talks about coming to the Houston Texans this offseason. I'm not sure if you know that, but that was a case. The Houston Texans were trying to bring back Clowney. Clowney had conversations with Bill O'Brien. Much more on that. It was from Patrick Storm. Shout out to Patrick Storm. He basically said that, you know, they had a whole conversation about Jadeveon Clowney. The thing is that his knees are busted, man. I would though. That's my boy. That's my favorite guy. That was the first full draft I ever watched. But should the Texans trade for Stephon Gilmore? No, dude. I think I'm tired of trading, man. I want to build through the draft, even though trading is fun. But trading is fun. Don't get me wrong. But it's just at some point, man. You know, you need to build through the draft. Good talk, bro. We really loving the page. Thank you, man. Like I said, like we started this over a year and a couple months ago. 2,000 people deep, man. So really that you guys watching me because I'm just a nobody. I mean, he signed up for he got a bag with the Cincinnati Bengals. I can't hurt him again. We got no picks this year. That's why you got to trade Clowney, man. I'm not Clowney. That's why you got to trade JJ, man. Get those picks, dude. Go down, take us and sign Mike Williams. I would love Mike Will. Bring him back with So here's a question that I wanted to ask you guys. If the Houston Texans don't sign Will Fuller, who is the answer? Who are you gonna bring in? That's a question I wanted to ask you boys. If the Houston Texans do not sign Will Fuller, which receiver do they put in alongside Brandon Cooks? Mocha Man Gaming said you suck. Thank you, bro. I love the constructive criticism. I don't think I suck, dude. They have to sign Fuller. I agree. You guys want to pick how? No, dude, we're not trading Watson. How you guys feel about Justin Reed? Has been playing phenomenal these past 2 games. Absolutely beast. So is Zach Cunningham. So is J.J. Watt. I'm good. Okay, hold on. Who brought that up? Who brought that up? Let me see. Who brought up Isaac Lopez? This defense has changed. Here's what I mean by that. Mocha Man said, you don't suck. I know, bro. I'm just messing with you. Something has been different about Anthony Weaver and this defense. And let people game. A bunch of the defense in the first couple games was we saw a lot of what Rack was doing. A lot of Rack. This is the first time we've seen him really call games by himself, and he dominated. Not dominated, but he looked damn good against the Patriots, damn good against the Lions. Now I want to see what happens when he goes against the Colts next week. Can he call a good game against the Indianapolis Colts? Give me one moment, my love. Abby. Who's here? Okay, never mind. Mocha Man Gaming said, "Can you sub?" Yes, man. I'll sub. Just drop a link down below, or go to one of my recent videos and comment, and I'll definitely subscribe to you. Bro, you look like you didn't eat all the tacos on earth, man. I probably did, bro. I did eat a bunch of tacos yesterday, a lot of ham too. It's okay, man, because we about to get on this weight loss journey, doing jujitsu and kickboxing. So y'all gonna see me out there. Um, why does Cody want sauce so bad? I don't know, bro. I don't know why. I'm saying we're going 988 or bad. What about Allen Robinson? I think Neil brought up Allen Robinson, AJ Green, T.Y. Hilton wouldn't look bad either. What about OBJ? What about somebody like a Odell Beckham? What do you think of the Cowboys fake punt? LOL. I don't watch the Cowboys, dude. Cowboys are a waste of my time. Conley needs to return. Thinking about Gary Conley, man, is Gary Conley has a nerve damage, bro. Nerve damage is really high to come by. Robbie Anderson, I think he signed a 2-year deal with Carolina. Rodney, I was on Robbie Anderson. His name was Robbie Anderson. I was on Robbie Anderson this offseason, and I mean high. I mean, I had a hard on for Robbie Anderson, and I knew wherever he's gonna go, he was gonna absolutely just ball out like crazy. Mocha Man Gaming says sub right now, please. Where's my phone? Because I'm on my computer. Give me one moment. Somebody called me. One moment, boys. Drop a W in the chat for me. Why subscribe? Actually, everybody subscribe to my man Mocha Man Gaming. There's Jasmine. I just subscribed to you, bro. No worries, man. I wish we kept Deshaun Gibson, Jalil Haddad. I did too. 111 people deep, guys. Is Russell Westbrook going to stay with the Rockets? It looks like it for the moment. Sub to me for sure. I will sub to you, VJ Smith. Also, are there any UFC fans in the house? Let me know. Type yes. I got a burp so bad. Big shout out all the way from McAllen, Texas. Love you, viewers. Hey, man. I love you too. Got a dip, Ruben. I tried staying, but I have plans. Peace, love. Hope you guys have a good, be good, Chubs. Brody says, can I tell you my top 3 targets for us? Go ahead, bro. David P said Jorge Masvidal is my man. You know who my man is? The style bender, Israel Adesanya. But that's pretty much it, boys. I mean, it's I'm gonna be on for a couple more minutes. Didn't really plan on watching. I'm going live today, but I haven't been on in a minute. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching. Everyone is watching the Mike Tyson fight. I am watching it at the house tonight here at the crib. I'm having like a little get together for some people. But a question that I wanted to ask you guys is who is gonna win in a fight? Israel Adesanya or John Jones? Tyler said, can Cal change reputation by firing Easterby and getting a new coach? Like I said, I think he is I think Easterby needs to be gone, bro. Easterby needs to be gone. Jake Paul gonna fight you. Jake Paul could get these nuts. Who who is the Texans going to draft next year, 2021? I'm not sure, man. David P said Israel. Ari said John Jones. I think you're Nate Salinas. Isaac, hit me up on my Twitter, bro. Actually, all you guys hit me up on Twitter at 713HSP. We can talk about who this guy is. No problem for subbing. John Bo Jones, hell no. So before I let you guys go, I'm gonna let y'all know why I think Izzy is gonna win because he's just outstanding, amazing striker, has good ground game. Not good ground game, but good ground defense, and he's a style bender, man. He's whoever wins is going to be a good fight. Add me on the bird. No, bro, you add me, dude. 713 HSP. It's up there. Have you thought about going live, a live Twitch stream with Mr. or stream with Mediocre? Mediocre is my boy. Go ahead and ask him, dude. We used to eat crayons in kindergarten. Go ahead and ask him about that. I just want to say love from the UK, man. Brody Texan. Love, man. Love from Houston, bro. I have a question for you, Brody. Are you guys really high on Anthony Joshua at the moment? Boxer from the UK. I love like guys. So like, if I start a UFC channel, would you guys watch it? Mocha Productions. There's a lot of Mocha Productions, bro. Um, there's a lot of Mocha Productions here, dude. There's like 4 of them. Hit me up on Twitter. If you have you on Twitter, hey, when you post no lies, do you think Fuller can suppress Hopkins? Yes, absolutely agree. Can you sub, please? Yeah, bro, just hit me up on Twitter. How do you feel about JJ? I make that play. I was screaming when he made that play. But that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be safe tonight. Whatever you guys, Mr. Mediocre, please tell them how we used to eat crayons as a kid. Let them know exactly what we did. The green crayons were my favorite color. Maybe even the red ones. Eric Diaz said, big fan of UC. Big fan, man. Brody said Anthony Joshua was very popular until he lost against Andy Ruiz. I say Tyson Fury is bigger. I absolutely agree. All right, Sticky. They're asking us to do a live stream together. What do you think, man? You think we should go ahead and put one in together? Because I'm down. I think if you get 2 of the best content creators for the Houston Texans, like Mr. Sticky is, and someone who is really coming up, like me, I think it'll be fantastic if me and you go ahead and put in a live stream together. I think it could be big. Probably get a couple hundred people in there. But as always, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. You guys have a blessed day. Go Texans.